What's up, guys? I'm Mike D'Antonio, founder and CEO of StockedUp, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have an amazing video for you guys today. There are a ton of opportunities in the stock market right now, and in this video, we're going to be covering everything you need to know. So to start off the video, if you guys gain value from this video or like the plays, please hit that like button. We're going to try and crack 250 likes on this video. And if you aren't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to see our videos on your homepage every day. But in this video, we're going to be talking about all the hottest top stocks to watch right now, why the stock market is about to go crazy, and some important stock market news. And then at the end of this video, we're going to be answering your guys' questions and going over a $6.5 million options trade for this week. So there's a ton of great things to go over. So Tom, what should we be watching for tomorrow?
Yeah, for tomorrow, I'd be watching for all these stocks that popped today, like Tesla, Amazon, Beyond. Let me get them up on the charts here. This is Tesla. You can see that they flew way up today, up about 7%. Amazon, they are up as well, about 1%, but you can see that their movement on the chart is kind of similar to Tesla, where it was just strong movement all day long. They are a bigger stock, so a $40 move on them is a little bit different than a $40 move on Tesla. Moving on to HAL, Halliburton, they're also doing very well, high at around $17 in after hours, so they're looking pretty good. We have Apple here. Here's Apple, high at around $334. I really like Apple lately. They're hitting their all-time highs, I believe, aren't they, Mike?
Yep, hit it today.
Yep, all-time high right there. They're breaking right above my channel. I've loved it for the past few days. The next one we're looking at is Facebook and then Microsoft. Those two are also approaching their highs right now, and this could be a nice bullish flag setup. I drew it out for you guys right there. And here's Microsoft. I believe we called these guys out yesterday, didn't we, Mike?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, yeah. They just broke above their resistance right at the end of the day, so be watching out for these guys to pop tomorrow maybe.
Yeah, so guys, the biggest thing is we are pretty much on the brink of a huge move. Right now, the market was up again today, close to 500 points. We're at 27,500 on the Dow right now, almost at 28,000 again. That's crazy, right? And it's mainly led by the tech sector. So in the past couple months, we had the Feds pumping. We had, obviously the tech sector leading the way, and the economy is starting to reopen again. So, but here's the thing. Here's the main thing. We have these crazy stocks like Tesla, right? We have Tesla that we're looking out for. Tesla is a big mover. It makes really big moves, and it moved big today. This is the first day in a potential huge continuation. So, Tom, can you pull up a chart on Boeing real quick? So if we go to Boeing real quick, we could see that all of last week and even this week, Boeing just soared. It's been just exploding, right? It went from about 150 to 240 today in after hours, and it had a 4-day move. So Tesla is just like that. Amazon is just like that. Beyond is just like that. These stocks really move when they start to trend. And guess what, guys? Today is their first day of that trend. So like these can potentially be like little Boeing plays, if you know what I mean. So, don't go all in on any of these plays, but just know that there's so much opportunity right now if Tesla does continue. Right now is the first day of the big move on Tesla. So we might see Tesla break its all-time highs this week. And from my opinion, in my analysis, I think it is more likely than not for Tesla to break and at bare minimum retest its all-time high of $969. At least in the on the daily chart on February 4th. So I think at bare minimum we could see Tesla retest that level, has a ton of momentum, and we see stocks like Amazon, right? They're at their all-time highs pretty much. We might see a continuation runner. We have Apple at all-time highs. So like these are all huge moves. Beyond had about a 22% move today. So Tom, if you want to explain why this happened.
Yeah, Beyond actually got a very good deal with a company called Synodis. It's a Chinese company, and they're actually going to be taking their fake meat into China, and they're actually going to venture into those Chinese markets And really, them getting into that is the reason why they popped over 20% today. They're going to be opening about, or they're going to be offered in about 4,500 different locations. And everybody knows that China has the biggest population in the world. So I believe India might be close, but yeah, China just has a ton of population, and it's a huge market to get into, no matter what you're getting into. But with food, it's even larger because right now a lot of the animal-based protein is that market is actually hurting right now because of the virus. So uh, this fake meat could even be a better alternative right now, they're saying as well.
Right. So yeah, and then we have Apple at all-time highs today. We have Amazon at pretty much all-time highs today, right? So a couple months back, or a couple years, no, a year ago, I would say, there were $3 trillion companies. We had Amazon, we had Apple, and we had Microsoft, right? Amazon and Apple already hit and tested their all-time high. However, Microsoft is still lagging behind. So there might be a huge opportunity this week with Microsoft to the upside. Because think about it, the tech sector's up, the market's exploding, Apple and Amazon already are at record highs, but Microsoft is lagging. So there might be a huge opportunity with Microsoft. So keep an eye on that. And even Facebook, they're very heavily correlated with the rest of these tech stocks, and they're not at all-time highs. They broke it recently, but I think there could be a huge opportunity with Microsoft, especially. And Microsoft and Apple are going to move very similarly. So, whether you play Apple or Microsoft doesn't really matter too much. But, that's definitely something to watch out for. And then another thing is, how about Boeing, right? It went from about 150 to highs of 240 in after hours today. So here's the thing, Boeing's one of those crazy moving stocks, but Tom, like if you could go to a daily real quick, we could see, so on the daily, we could see that it had a huge run up on March 23rd to March 26th, right? Huge run up, 4-day run up, and then it tanked down pretty bad. So I'm expecting a similar move from Boeing in the next couple of days. So I might enter a pretty big short position on Boeing in the next couple of days. So, I already have a little bit, but I think there could be a huge opportunity with Boeing to the downside, like to see a move this big. Yes, Boeing had a huge fall because of the virus pandemic, right? And it's right for that to happen. But to go from 150 to 240 in 4 days, that shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? And I think Boeing is an amazing company for the long term. I love Boeing. Boeing it's a great company, right? Great member of the Dow. However, I think they had too big of a move in the past 4 days. So I'm looking at Boeing for the short side. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like it, Mike. I really like it, but I like you said, it's just another momentum play. So if the momentum keeps up, then it just keeps up. But we really start watching it for the downside, because whenever you see this many green days in a row, like he said, you just see some red days come in, just like you saw a ton of red days in a row here. Then you see this nice pop back up about 90%, and then a nice fall again about another 40% fall. So that's just how these stocks go. Whenever they are having these big moves, they end up moving the other way very quickly, and they'll end up being like a falling knife. And that's what we're really looking for. And if you can catch this falling knife on Boeing, your move could be like a 30% move back down to this technical level of around like 140, 145 levels. And that would be huge if you could play that move to the downside. Those options, I'm guessing, would go up thousands of percent, right?
It depends on how much it moves, because implied volatility moved up a little bit, but I would say
Yeah.
in the range of 400 to 700% returns. It depends. Like I said, there's a lot of variables. Implied volatility is a little high right now on Boeing, but it just depends how much it falls, but it could be a huge, huge return. So I'm going to definitely have my eyes out for that. So great things ahead though, tons of opportunities to the upside and the downside. So now we're going to get into the momentum plays for tomorrow. We have 6 stocks to share with you guys today. We're watching these 6 stocks to continue for momentum. And as you guys can probably already guess, Beyond is the first one. This stock had probably the biggest momentum in the market today besides the Nikola stock, right, Tom? NKLA that exploded. We'll talk
Yeah,
about
that was a great one.
so Beyond. Tom, what should we be watching for Beyond for tomorrow?
I'd watch for them to break 163.21, which was their high at the very end of the day.
Okay, so if it breaks 163.21, we will be looking at this in a bullish sentiment. Next one, we have Tesla.
Yep. If Tesla breaks 958, watch that. Or 958, yep.
958, Tesla. If Tesla breaks that, we'll be looking at it in a bullish sentiment, which pretty much means calls for us. But if you want, you could buy the stock or sell puts or however you want to play it. Next one, we have HAL.
HAL, I'd watch for them to break $17. They hit that right at the end of the day, $16.99 on the dot.
Yep. So you guys heard that, and then we have VIAC.
VIAC. Yep, watch for them. Oh, they hit their high in after hours here at 28.84. So I'd watch for them to break 29.
Awesome. Then we have AMRN.
Oh, Amron.
Yep.
Yeah, wow, that's a really volatile move at the end. I like that bounce off the 1,000. I'd watch for them to break $8, or
Yeah,
I mean $7.60. Sorry about that.
$7.60, and to be honest, AMRN isn't a bad swing trade. I'm looking at the daily right now. Looks like it could have huge potential. I see a big resistance level around the 850 level. So I think we could definitely see a move up to 850 easily as a swing trade.
Yeah.
And then next we have FDX.
Ooh, FedEx. Yeah, they're doing pretty well right now, I know.
Yeah, they're doing really well. So what should we be watching?
Watch for them to break 151.
151. So you guys heard Tom. We're looking for breaks at all those levels. So pretty much you're just going to wait for them to break the high. And if they break that high, we'll be looking at them in a bullish sentiment. So Tom, how about NKLA today? I mean, this stock, I know we talked about it yesterday. I know someone was talking about it. Like, this stock is crazy. I mean, I don't even know what the valuation is right now, but it was in the billions easily. I'll look it up right now, but this stock is a total hype play. Tom, do you want to explain like pretty much what they do real quick while I look at their valuation?
Yeah, what they do is they pretty much research and develop right now semi trucks that are going to be competing with Tesla's semi trucks, which are all electric, and they're also trying to make the biggest battery capacity possible so that they can not obviously travel like thousands of miles without having to charge, which would be a major advantage over the standard, I guess, diesel trucks that they drive now. And the thing that I really like about them is that they've really been bouncing off that 100 SMA on the way up. And I know that the guy yesterday was asking if he should buy it, and I think I said to buy it, and you said not to buy it. And obviously, it's a really, really risky play, and it's one that I never would have gotten in. So it's obviously a real risky play, but I really like the move all the way up to 95 today. I've never seen a stock move like this since about Tesla was flying a while ago. So
Yeah.
this is obviously a really nice thing to see. And they have very good news associated with them as well. But the thing is how much can they keep going up? That's the question.
Yeah, so they're a total hype play, right? They're worth, well, at least right now, they're worth $2 billion. And yesterday they were worth $1 billion. So if you really think the company changed, $1 billion in a day, if you think that's a good long-term hold, that's totally up to you. But from a trader's perspective, right? From a trader's perspective, this is a total hype play. It's a total momentum play. I wouldn't necessarily buy puts on it because you don't want to bet against that hype, especially on the first day. Like, let's say it runs up 100% 4 days or 5 days in a row, then I'd consider like playing it to the downside. But on the first day, this could be a huge runner. If you want to play the hype, you could buy calls, obviously, but it's very risky. But with the high risk comes high reward. Crazy move overall, worth about $2 billion. So
yeah, and if I played this, I would honestly just get some really far out of the money calls that are cheap on it because it's a straight up gamble play. So you don't want to put too much money into it. So I would just go for a few like really far out of the money calls. And then if you get like 5 of them and then they all become worth like $300, that's a nice like $1,200 gain there for you.
Yeah. It totally depends where you get it and the strike and everything. But yeah, it's definitely a total hype play. So we'll have to play that one by ear. But now we're going to be talking about the $6.5 million options trade for tomorrow. We're looking at Beyond. We're looking at the Beyond 170 strike calls that expired this week, June 12th. $6.5 million put into them. ton of, like, Beyond has a ton of momentum right now. It really looks like the trader behind this trade might be buying them. So the way to piggyback off this trade is, like, if Beyond opens up tomorrow, if it has a lot of momentum to the upside, then consider the Beyond 170 calls that expired this week, June 12th. So, ton of momentum, first day runner, could be a huge payday if you play this, but with, huge reward comes huge risk. So keep that in mind. And now we're going to talk about your guys' questions from the previous video. So we have Richard he said, I tried to be the first one to like it. Yeah, you were close, Richard. I was watching the comments right when the video released. You were just right there. So close. We have John Oy saying, I'm bullish on casinos and airlines due to the holidays coming up, and Boeing is going up. So, yeah, I mean, the casinos really had their big move last week, but this can be a total continuation play. I don't think they're going to explode up, but I think they could be a solid, like, slow-moving swing trade. And then we have kids saying, hi, Mike and Tom. So in the morning when the market opens, I'm like a kid in the candy store going crazy, trying to purchase this and that and all the momentum plays and the unusual options and the day trade. And I just go crazy and I make a lot of bad decisions. Should I just wait till the market settles down at 7:30 and then just take a look at the momentum plays? Please help. So honestly, what I would do is I just trade the stat modeling plays and the day trades, right? So if you want to model that, you are more than welcome to, but it's all about finding what works for you. So, from my experience, the less I trade, the more I make. That's from my personal experience. But honestly, I would just try and trade less. Like, just try to stick to like one or two things. And then we have Mr. saying, also, when you tell us to grab the options, how much should we grab? I can day trade. Have enough cash on hand. Thanks again. So it totally depends. It depends on your risk tolerance. It depends on how much money you have in the account. Like, it just depends, and, that's definitely a decision, that has to be made by you. But generally, don't get greedy with it. It's better to make a little bit of money than to lose a lot. So then we have Dino saying, how do I add stocks to my Thinkorswim watch list? So Tom, I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, definitely. All you have to do is just come down here to the left side where you have your watch list. And if you don't have any watch list down here, all you have to do is click this plus, and then you'll just have to find watch list right there and click that. And then it'll add another watch list up here for you. And then all you have to do is just go to here and then just come down to create watch list. And then right here, you can just make a watch list name. So I'll make one just for the fun of it. I'll just call it StockedUp. And then all you have to do then is just click add symbol. And then you can just add in whatever you want. So I'll add in like ExxonMobil. I'll add in Microsoft. I'll add in Tesla. And then I'll add in like HAL. So you get the point here. You can just add as much as you want in. And you can even like import in different files from different watch lists, but that's pretty advanced. If you didn't know how to do the watch list, I'm sure you don't have other files to import, but all you have to do then is just click save, and then it'll save your watch list, and you can see it brought it up right here for me. So I can just go right back to it if you go to personal, and then you can just go right back to it. So I'll go to the stocked up one, and then it's right there. So that's how you do it.
Awesome. So then we have AC saying, on your momentum swing trades, once you are in and the stock is already at an all-time high, what do you look for an indicator to exit? So a lot of it comes down to experience. However, you could judge it by the price action. So like when you see the stock starting to slow down, you can just sense it. You know what I mean? So like there's no like specific formula or anything like that. But when you see the stock starting to like flatline, that's when you ideally want to get out. We have Whitney saying, I would sell because I would get scared, so I put in a stop loss, and then I watch higher time frames. It keeps me from selling too soon. Tom taught me that trick. Thanks, Tom. So awesome comment. Angie with the notification squad, awesome stuff. If you guys want to get an alert right when we post a new video, make sure to subscribe and then hit the bell right next to the subscriber icon, and then you'll get a notification right when we post these new watch lists. Let's see. So Keith said, I'm seriously considering buying the annual subscription of the StockedUp statistical modeling strategy. Sounds like it is definitely worth the money. Question, wouldn't it be better to buy options along with buying shares to hold on like Microsoft, Apple, and oil stocks? So yeah, Tom, can you pull up like a chart of like Microsoft or something like that, Apple? But it depends. Like if you want to hold them for the long term, then I would definitely buy equity in the company. So like I would definitely buy the stocks. If you're looking to trade them, I would go with the options because they provide you with a lot more leverage. Okay, and then we have let's see, we have Nicholas saying oil is doing great. Definitely going to trade Exxon or UCO tomorrow. So yeah, awesome stuff, and thank you for the amazing thumbnail. And then we have Alyssa saying totally got scared of Boeing right before their stock shot up and sold them for a loss. Yeah, I mean, live and learn. And then we have, let's see, Okay, and then Sean said, hey, Mike, member of the statistical modeling group and love it so far. Just started using TradingView and getting more into technical analysis. In a future video, do you think you could go over what indicators you use? So yeah, absolutely. I use the StockedUp algorithm, which is the link in the description down below. And that's it. You know, I don't need anything special. I use the StockedUp algorithm and the implied volatility. So I know Tom uses a couple SMAs, but we don't do anything fancy here. You know, a lot of traders like to complicate things and use all these fancy, crazy things. We just like to keep it simple. We have X saying, thanks, Mike. Love your stat modeling callouts. And so far, let's get them next week. Absolutely. We have Hunter saying, awesome video. Hopefully the good oil news dries up the markets as a whole. Do you usually take the same position size for each trade, or do you switch it up based on how you feel about each trade? So normally I take pretty much the same position size unless there's like a crazy event going on in the market, like, you know, when the market fell 30% or something crazy like that. Okay, and then we have RS saying, hi, great content, guys. Quick question. By the time I get the alert on Discord for the day trade, it already rises. How do I manage this? So with the day trades, you just either have to be quicker or you will just have to buy in at a higher price. They move very quick, so it's not the end of the world if you buy in at a higher price. It's totally okay. You know, if the play's already up 70%, I wouldn't get in. However, if it's up like 10 to 20%, you could definitely still get in. Okay, and then we have Nito saying, have you considered a grandfather clause for your subscription? Talking about statistical modeling. So yes, so once you get the statistical modeling, if the price rises in the future, you keep the low price that you signed up for. And then we have Day saying, always clicking the like before watching. Thank you guys for your effort for making all these videos for us. Any opinion on trading beyond options? So absolutely, they have a ton of momentum right now. As we covered in this video, we're definitely eyeing out those 170 calls for this week and had $6.5 million put into them. So definitely. And then we have, let's see. Then we have MAS saying, great video as always. Sold AAL for a 14% profit and jumped into 2 contracts with APA. Will hold overnight and sell further in the week. Thoughts? Let's see. Let's pull it up real quick. We have APA, Tom.
It looks pretty good on a daily, but on a 15-minute, it didn't look too good though.
Yeah, I mean, it looks decent. I don't love it and I don't dislike it. So it's just like a decent play overall. And then we have, let's see. So Linda was saying, what do you mean by buying the Boeing contracts and missing out on 290,000? So pretty much, Linda, we were talking about options. So someone bought a ton of Boeing contracts and sold them for a loss, where if they held them, they would have made $290,000. And then we have, let's see. And then we have, so we have Matt saying, what do you think about NBR? So let's take a look at NBR. What do you think about this, Tom? I mean, they have a ton of momentum.
Yeah, I don't know what they do, but I really like the setup here. I really like how they're like bouncing off the top. And let's check them out on a daily. Yeah, on a daily they look pretty nice as well, but they are getting kind of close to like a resistance at like right around $100. But I would definitely trade them up to that $100 level.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And then we have Beast saying, "Hey guys, are you familiar with ARKK?" So ARKK, I don't know them as a company. Do you know them as a company, Tom?
No, it says they're an ETF,
Yes.
ARC
Looks
ETF.
looks like an ETF. They are at very close to all-time highs though. So whatever they're doing, I definitely like them. You know, at least for like a long-term hold. They don't look like a big mover, but they look like a solid long-term hold.
Yeah, and they had a nice little green day today. It might be a good time to, ride some momentum back upwards.
Yeah. And then we have with the last comment, Chris, he said, "You guys mentioned MPC. What do you think about MPO's potential to get above $10 or higher back to where they were averaged around 12-ish?" So MPO, let me see. I can't even pull them up, Tom. MPO.
Yeah, I can't pull them up either. I put NPO, but
Yeah.
yeah, MPO I can't even get up. Mid States Petroleum Company.
Yeah. So Chris, we can't even pull this company up. If you want to reply on this episode, we could definitely analyze that. But I also want to thank everyone else who commented on the video. Thank you guys so much for commenting on these videos. It really, really, really helps grow the channel. We crossed 4,000 subscribers yesterday, and we're about to cross 4,300 subscribers today. So you guys are amazing. I just want to thank all you guys so much for commenting on the video. It helps grow the channel so much. You guys get your questions answered, and then it really helps grow the channel. And then also we really appreciate when you guys like the video. We're trying to crack 250 likes on this episode. It really helps grow the channel. We really appreciate it. So if you're going to be watching one of the plays we listed or learn something from this video, we really appreciate it if you hit the like button. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to see our daily stock market watch list every single day on your homepage. So Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, anything to watch for tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. The thing I'm going to be watching tomorrow is going to be AT&T. They are right at their short-term highs of 33.25, and if they pop right above this level, I think they could definitely fly up tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to be watching them for some calls. And the nice thing about it is that for the people with smaller accounts, they are pretty cheap right now. So you could get in for about $30 a call right at the money. So that's pretty good.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nice cheap options. Look like it, it looks like it should be like a steady couple day mover, maybe a 2, 3, maybe 4 day mover, looking how the trend is right now. So, good stuff. Thanks for sharing that, Tom. And I just want to remind you guys real quick, for the statistical modeling strategy, pretty much if you want to trade the same options that Tom and I trade every single day, if you guys want to sign up for that, it is the second link in the description down below. It's the stocked up options alerts. It's been working extremely amazing lately. Tom and I both use this to manage our personal money, and we are raising the prices on that in 2 days. So if you guys want to get in on that, once you lock in the price, you are never going to pay more. So once you lock in the price that it's at right now, no matter how high the price goes in the future, you're always going to be grandfathered in, and you're not going to have to worry about that. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to check it out in the description down below for the stocked up options alerts. And if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe to see our stock market watch list / prediction videos on your homepage every single day. And if you guys have any questions on anything we covered, let us know in the comments down below, and we'll answer that for you in the next video. But other than that, thanks for watching.